totally was ready for everything when I started this time. I'm never ready at the start of my streams, let's be honest. I am quickly going to say, though, however, thank you for all my members. I really appreciate your support. It helps me put more time into my channel, be a bit more consistent with it as well. Because I know on previous, like, when I tried to do YouTube previously, my consistency drops off. But having those members there, like, it just means that, like, I am obliged to actually make content. I'm not saying that I don't enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. But I'm just saying, like, I can't just not do it, basically. So we need to set up the towers and make sure they're all in the right places. Just bear with me whilst I set everything up. As you can see, everything but my main tower is timed perfectly. I think my baby towers may need to do an update. So this one we do to this size, and then pull this one back up. Put it to about there, and do it to that size. There we go. We kind of have both of them on there, right? We can flick between them, no problem. Can I run? Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any issues there. One thing that I forgot. Oh well, I've got this one. I got my backup water. I don't have my actual water. I tightened that lid too much. Nothing's coming out. Cat hair. Downside of owning cats, cat hair gets everywhere. Right, so copper ordnance ready. Oh, actually, right. Odds. So, baby tower. AI tower still doesn't have card presets, but it does have plenty of cards. The only thing I really need to take out here is coins and put in attack speed, I think. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah. Now that'll do. I finally have lab speed unlocked, so that is going, finally. But I don't have enough to keep my game speed going. So these two are ready. And then my glass cannon, I was going to unlock my new card slot before I do anything. So for my farming runs, good chance. Should I put back? Yeah, because a lot of my kills are mind it's Bitcoin. Now for my farming, my actual runs, I could put demon. There's a couple of choices I can see here. Death Ray would probably be useful. Where I'm at now, anyway. Landmine Stun could be useful. Free upgrades could be quite a good one to put in. Slow Aura is probably a solid one to put in. But we're actually at the point where we can increase our cards now, so finally progressing in the right direction. And of course, this one has no problem with having labs. So this one's now ready. So just preparing. I know I didn't forewarn people that I was going to be streaming today. Apologies about that. Part of that hecticness that we were talking about. So I've got a decision here. I've got probably hang on. Yeah, about half an hour's left on my farming run. I think I'm just going to have to end my farming run early, unfortunately. It's just bad timing on my part. So, surrender. Yes. Yeah, we're just going to click this. That's going to finish in 7 hours, so. We'll just do some shattering. I don't think I'll be able to upgrade anything. I don't think there's much I can do. In general, to be honest, with a lot of this. It's going to be like 1 left, isn't it? Oh no. Right, so. There's potential. No, just shy. This is definitely shy, yeah. It's not worth it. I'm just trying to think of like little bits that I could potentially push up. But I don't think there is really. Definitely go into my tournament build. Definitely change over to my tournament stuff here. Equip. Primary, yes. Oh, in fact, before I go through equipping all these, we want to double check. Well, at least I don't have fast ultimate anymore. That's one upside for me. But to be fair, I think the fast ultimate thing was maybe fixed with the last update. I don't know. Right, so yeah, so we're happy to go E-Comp as our assist. And then we want this one as our assist. Then Primordial Caps as our primary. Then a couple of things we want to double check before we go. We're just shy from that. And then we'll check. No, nothing of import here really. I want to save up for that anyway. 73, no, can't do any changes there for that. So, yeah, that's us ready. So we're ready to jump into all 3 of them. Hey Imran, how you doing? Sorry, I haven't. Yeah, I thought these ones were going to have an issue. It's all 3 of them, isn't it? Oh no, that one's fine. AI tower's fine. Right, so let's quickly fix these. Please stop. Fire that off. Apologies, I haven't got back to you about the stone pack. I'll sort that in a DM later. Right, that's updated. Then this one. Well, this one runs slow. I just clicked, double clicked, shrink it. Thank. Already claimed my reward. Don't even. Manage devices. Update. Play. This one can come back. Have I got all my 35? Well, I haven't got my 35 for the week. Oh. Yeah, I will get my demon mode back, so I might as well just try and get these done out of the way. I was gonna buy stuff and then realized home. There we go. I can bring this tower back. Not quite where I want it. There we go. Right, there we go. Start those. Take that, then go here for that, and then back to this. There we go. I can get that, which means I can get that. Which I'm pretty sure still isn't enough. No, still shy. If that was enough for getting my damage reduction up, it would be amazing, but oh well. Still shy of buying some more of those. Then I may... No, it won't be enough, will it? No, not enough for that, so that's fine. That one's fine. And then... It died whilst I was... Oh, only AI anyway. Don't claim that. Can't even make it to 250 waves. Yeah, my baby AI is kind of irrelevant, to put it simply. Do need to make another video because I have cleared tier 1 now. That's on my docket of videos to record. This one I need to do there, that I need to do there. Okay. Now we're basically down to 3 towers. It's much easier. And I just realised I didn't change my cards back over. That's fine. Honestly, couldn't believe my luck, or lack of luck in my last tournament. The fact that I was joint 26th. Just painful. Let's have a quick look. Right, gonna annihilate them. Yeah, probably gonna annihilate them. Definitely gonna annihilate them. Yeah, I think I should have no problem going to like first here, especially with these battle conditions. I mean, what, death ray resistance doesn't matter, Rebecca's ultimate doesn't matter, and then tank ultimate, that doesn't really matter so much. Boss ultimate is the only real problem, but it's not that much of a problem really, because like easily, I mean, I'm almost killing that without it touching Wallthorns right now. Obviously later on it won't be the case. Oh, in fact, I killed this one without Wallthorns. There. Yeah, it will get to a point where they will be hitting my wall, but it's not too bad really. If there was plasma cannon reduction alongside, then that would have been a problem. I just clicked the wrong one on that tower. This is why you don't run multiple towers. I'm just thinking about my 3D printing. I don't think I've really printed off anything worth showing off recently. The last thing printed. Two things actually, so. One of them is, oh no, it's right there, okay. I printed a Warlock. It's hard to see. So this is a Warlock on this. So it's a, I believe he's a Cloud Giant. No, he's a Stone Giant Warlock. Obviously he's not a giant, he's a, I've forgotten what they're called now. Goliath, but giant ancestry. And then I printed off a normal sorcerer with 2 cat familiars. I'm not expecting it to focus, but they're the last 2 things that I'll be printed off. My printer's taking a little bit of a break, to be honest, because I printed it like almost printed on it non-stop for about a week. So mainly for the air quality. Let the air clear up before I print off more. Yeah, that's fine. Hey, Hexen Priest, how are you doing? And how did tournament go? How did your tournament go as well, Imran? FDM. I prefer FDM because it's not as toxic. Like FDM is like really good for like touching. You don't have to be careful with anything other than like obviously don't touch the hot end whilst sprinting, but who would? Um, but it also still does put particles in the air. So you've got to be mindful of that. Like FDM is nowhere near as bad as resin. So yeah, that warlock's a bit of a homebrew that I allowed in my campaign. So basically, the whole idea is he's trying to think of the best way of describing this. So I've let him have a great axe as his packed weapon. Because basically his patron is an ancient storm giant god, and basically the warlock believes that he's not actually a warlock. He believes he's a barbarian, and he's just brute force on everything. But he's actually a warlock. He just doesn't know it yet. You say FDM's hardest to break. I'm assuming that's what you're referring to. Arguably, yes and no. The problem with FDM prints is the there's certain areas where it is a bit more flimsy. Certain like on the thinner points, I feel like it's more flimsy than resin. I feel like it's just because the FDM struggles with like the layers on tiny details. Although I suppose if you pay, it depends what material you print with. Because I print with PLA because it's better for the environment. Like it's biodegradable is the biggest thing, obviously. Long term, obviously, suddenly biodegrade. But if you printed in ABS, that definitely wouldn't break. Yeah, it's hard to break if you drop it or something. But the reason that I was saying it's not so much is because basically I accidentally broke a sword on one of my models. But I'm pretty sure with the way that it printed, there was a fault in the sword anyway. The others so far, it's not been so bad. I just love the fact that you can print models because I see a lot of these. Because I'm part of the Reddit. I'll finish my sentence eventually. Yes, I'm part of a Reddit for free FDM printed miniatures, and I see a lot of people like printing supportless ones and like so like they feel. I feel like people are limiting themselves what they can print because they're worried about all the failures and things. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've had a few failures on some of the miniatures that I printed out, but like how far FDM printers have come, you can print that I'm trying to think. Yeah, you can kind of print things that would need support still, and it still comes off really nice. There's a bit of dialing in, sure, but it's definitely worth it. Like it is impressive. By the way, a nice representation of this warlock is the Overlord guy in battle mode. Basically. Let's not forget AI Tower. It's no longer in its run, sure, but still need to get 150,000 coins. I was saving that. The anime manga, yeah. I was assuming you were meaning that rather than the game. So, believe it or not, I am a big, big nerd. Or geek. So I'm just gonna save you some time. Pick 2 at random. Oh no, I'll pick. Show how bad of it. Books. No. So we have a certain magical index. That's front cover. We have One Piece. We have IQ. And novel. We have novel. What happens when you pull random books randomly? Geek gourmet nerd. I'm one of myself in terms of. Yeah, the terms are really irrelevant. I've seen a few things that how one is different to the other, but I grew up in the 90s. Quality wise too, but the effort is much bigger than printing in FDM. Yeah, so I mean, I don't have one of the new generation resin printers. I bet they are absolutely amazing for miniatures, but I feel like the quality of FDM prints nowadays, from like tabletop distance, you can barely tell the difference in quality. Because I think that's one thing that people never really think of, especially once it's painted as well, right? Like you're not gonna be playing, for example, Dungeons and Dragons, or any tabletop game like, oh yes, I can see this detail on that character. Like it's easily like an arm length away, and you can barely tell any like, because there is a few minor problems with this print. You can't tell them at an arm's length. Like the FDM is great enough quality in my opinion. But yeah, I know like the newest resin printers are like insane quality, so they're definitely much better, but still doesn't matter. I feel like my glass cannon's gonna grow so much quicker now. Now that I'm actually back into buying card slots so I can get more cards, it's definitely going to be worth investing in. Say investing in, like, going to grow more. Now I sent you a message on Discord. If you could please check. Yeah, so you've probably not seen the video that got uploaded like 10 minutes before I started streaming. I did I reply to you? I saw your message. Yeah, I have actually quickly replied to you. So like basically, trying to think the best way to describe. So I did say in the video about the fact that like I've got a full-time job plus family plus I've started so many series for this that there's a lot going on. So like if I do not reply to Discord messages, I'm not ignoring you or anything. It is literally I've just not had time to check or had time to sit down and actually give a proper response. Because like not only am I like doing a full-time job, like it's a case of I am up for a potential promotion sort of thing. And I'm not saying it's a full-on promotion. It's more of a testing me for the role sort of thing. So it will lead to a promotion, but I'm doing the job before I have the promotion. Bit shitty, but if I do well. But yes, I did see your message, Hexen. I wasn't ignoring you. I was just waiting till I had a bit of time. Like, weekends are probably my most hectic, unironically. And that's literally just because it's the time I get to spend with my family. So I end up being a bit more hectic. or less time for being on my PC and stuff. No worries. I'm just saying because you could be like me who checks Discord once in a lifetime. I mean, I used to check it all the time. Honestly, I used to live on Discord. Not that I used to actually be on Discord all the time. I was just at my PC all the time. I could check and I could have time to do replies and things. But recently, unfortunately, that's not been the case. Hopefully, if my YouTube continues in the pace that it is at the moment, which would be amazing if it did. But yeah, if YouTube keeps on this track, I would have more time to sit at my PC and game and work, do stuff. That tell a lie. See, one thing that's made me more hectic this week as well is basically my brother came over to game one day, and like we haven't done that for 2 years now. But you see, when we game on old school games. So I say old school. It's not that old school. It was PS2. Playing Champions of Norath, and we'd lost our saves because basically those old memory cards, if you don't plug them in once in a while, they end up, the little battery inside dies and it like clears it off. So I decided to get back to so we'd lost all our save data basically, and the way Champions of Norath works is there's 3 different difficulties, but you can only go up to the next difficulty if you've cleared the original difficulty. So you basically got to play the game through 3 times to get through it, complete it on this hardest difficulty. So I've got back into playing on that on my PS2, but that obviously is not on my PC. I can't sit at my PC and check things and do stuff. So some of my free time has gone into completing that. But yeah, anyway, so I technically work into 2 different fields, Imran. So my main passion, I'm going to call it passion, because it is a passion, and a lot of my effort goes into games design, because I am a games designer first instance, but we all know how the game industry is right now. I mean, it's getting a little bit better, but basically it's swamped. We've got guys with like 10 years more experience than me applying for junior roles. So it's rough in that field. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna continue making games in my own time, of course, but currently I do not have a job in that field, but I'm still active. Like I go to meetups with other developers and basically do a lot of that, and then I've got to keep my skills current, especially with doing programming and design. Say programming, obviously it's the technical side. I'm a technical developer, is my role in that when I am actually working. Obviously you bounce between projects and some companies get rid of you once a project's been released, but we won't get to that. And so at the moment I'm currently working in insurance, but I'm trying to work my way up to being a team leader. Yeah, so you're correct. I am in my 30s. I am a young'un. I mean, one of my favorite games, which I just like thinking about, it's made me want to go back and play it, is on the PS1. It's Harvest Moon, the original Harvest Moon, before they killed it with a sledgehammer. Honestly, I feel like they used the sledgehammer on that game. In the newest ones, it's absolutely destroyed. Stardew Valley is obviously an amazing representation of what Harvest Moon should have become, but I still love playing the original. I do have a Nintendo 64, still working. I have the limited edition controllers. Not played on my 64 for a while though. Might pull that out and play on it. Maybe. It's finding the time is the issue. And it is weird. So like I struggle with prioritizing. Like honestly, I really do struggle with prioritizing because I've got so many things. Me and my wife's always getting so angry at me because I have too many hobbies. And I really do. But then she also counts YouTube as a hobby as well. and it's a hobby, but also it has the potential to move from being a hobby to being a part-time job, which hopefully it will do. And it's still a hobby at that point. Thank you, Imran. I hope I get it, because also that gives me more free time to work on getting back into the game industry properly. I mean, I may end up leaving before I get that position anyway. You never know. 64 console. My brother is more of a Zelda fan. He has the golden stuff. Yeah, understandable. For some reason, I read DK as Donkey Kong rather than... Sorry, yeah, Donkey Kong was correct. I read it as Dark Knight to start off with. And I was like, no, Donkey Kong. I don't remember. See, mine was something to... I think it was Pokemon Snap. Mine's a Pokemon one anyway. Yeah. Although one of my favourite games for 64 was actually a game called Glover. Honestly, amazing game. I loved puzzle games though, so you know, it just made sense. Being a leader is not easy, but I did run a indie game studio with like 6 people before I had to work out the amount of. But that basically was during COVID, time destroyed it. We didn't get to release our game. We ran out of funds, and yeah, stuff happened which made it really difficult, unfortunately. But that's life. Also, like I say, I ran. It was like 3 of us that were joint in charge, sort of. I was like overseeing them, and then they were overseeing the different like art and design. I was overseeing programming side of things. I mean, it's hard to argue with Ocarina of Time. That was a great game. I think my 64's in here. I have time to look away from the screen. I doubt I'll die anytime soon, being in camp. I may have put my 64 in the attic, actually. Oh, hang on. Yeah, it'll be at the bottom of that pile. I'm not going to faff on with that. I'm just trying to think what games I have for it. Yeah, it's more responsibility, but it's not something that I'm not used to, is what I mean. What do I program? I mean, do you mean which language do I use? So I know C, C++, Python, and then I've been learning some... What have I just been learning? It doesn't really count as a language anyway, but I've forgotten the name. It's CS? Forgotten. It's for Excel. It's a lesser used one. Now the segment, and literally, I'm a technical developer, so that means I do programming for literally, like, it's gaming in general, like games in general, but I literally know how to do any technical programming, and that literally like arcs from art programming, which is fun and annoying, not gonna lie, all the way through to mechanics and everything. I do like making modular programming as well, so like randomly generated maps and things like that. I love random generation programming. That's actually a really good point. I know I mean, that's part of the problem with what's happened with the games industry as well, though. To be fair, like everyone really wants to do that sort of career, so like it's currently there's just more and more. And don't get me wrong, obviously talent is very important, but social skills is a massive thing with the industry. Um, like you need to be able to get your name out there. Get like networking is so important with game industry right now. But yeah, it is an amazing field to be in, especially with, well, I say with AI. AI is helpful. Don't get me wrong, but in the game industry, obviously there's a lot of people that are, "Who are you? Used AI. Let's not touch that game." Doesn't matter. Yeah, no, yeah. It to be fair, it's one of the fields that has the most people on the spectrum. And I think of some. Oh, Super Mario 64, GoldenEye. Oh my god, I'm just looking at some like 64 titles. GoldenEye was an amazing one. Uh, Pokemon Stadium, that was a great one as well. Oh, of course, Banjo Kazooie. Spent months playing that. To be fair, um, oh my god, how did I forget Star Fox 64? I played so much of that game. It's actually what inspired some of the stuff in my campaign for Dungeons and Dragons, especially the shopkeeper. Uh, Star Wars. Oh my god, yeah, Episode One Racer. Used to play that all the time. Uh, Rayman. Oh my god, Turok. Dinosaur Hunter. That was an amazing game as well. It's quite a few that I haven't heard of. I'm just having a look. Oh, Castlevania. Was Pigs of War was PS1, wasn't it? Uh, Rocket Robot Wheels. Yeah, there's so many 64 games, to be fair. What? I was just thinking, like, my first ever PC games I played as well. Um, that's another tournament done. So, I don't know. Tier 4 run? Yeah. How long have I been playing the tower? So my longest account. So as if I have to say my longest account. Is since November the 23rd, 2023. How are you doing as well, Babot? Let's not click the wrong thing. I was just... What was I just checking? I had an idea, and then I got distracted. Hate that when you get distracted and you forget what your idea was. I said it though, didn't I? Just completely drawn a blank there. Yeah, definitely going to beat this guy. This one's essentially... Yeah, we'll beat them. I'll beat them. 2 people that haven't ran. Beat them. Beat them. This one technically hasn't run either. Yeah, so if I don't finish first, something's wrong. Oh yeah, I remember now. What was the name of it? There was a... There was a actual thing. Where is it? It wasn't the... I'm just trying to find the first game that I played on PC, because I remember one of them. Yeah, I believe it's the Puzzle Collection 1997. Gonna find. Map the Puzzle. Yeah, here we go. This is what it was. Microsoft Entertainment Pack the Puzzle Collection. That was my first PC game. So it had Bringer, Inti Flush, Mixed Genetics, Rat Poker. I love playing Rat Poker. Line Up, Dual Chase, Color Collision, Charmer. Oh, Charmer was an interesting one. Spring Weekend and Muddle Casino. Honestly, some great old games. I might see if I can get a copy of it to play, because honestly, some silly games, but got me into gaming on the PC anyway. Of course, that was on like my Windows 94 PC. I just realised I'm on top chat, so if I've missed any messages, it's because I had the wrong chat display. Apologies. So yeah, I've got 2 tower reviews that I need to do. And then I should be caught up. Theory. Right. And I need to give you a members tag so that you have access to the members chat. on the Discord. Not that anyone uses my Discord server. I need to try and... Your message has vanished. Yeah, YouTube's apparently still having some issues with that. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with it, to be honest. It makes it difficult when streaming it, when like people's comments vanish. Like, it's not that I'm ignoring people. Literally, YouTube's just like, nah, don't want that. So unfortunately, you will have to retype your messages that no one responded to. I'm gonna check something. I need to edit something, but I don't think running Blender right now is a good idea whilst I'm streaming. Right, so I've got 2 acts to clear still. I don't remember how many acts I need to clear on Champions of... I haven't logged into... Shit, I'll do that after the stream. I haven't logged into Neverwinter today. I don't think I logged in yesterday either. Jesus Christ. I know I did yesterday's. In fact, I'll push this up as well. The 0.34 there like threw me off, and then I realised. In fact, I'll pump into damage. There's something useful I can do. Doesn't do much really, but hey. Is it not letting you message still, Hexen? Try and sort it out. The last one was... This last one was on... I'll say the last message that I can see is GoldenEye is my second most played. And then my message is vanished. YouTube doesn't like me. This last one was on. That's all I see. Don't know why. Don't know if that's all you've sent, but that's all I got. Have a quick look. There's so many people streaming over on Spartan's server. JPlay's server, there's no one in Ethan DX's. What about this sneaky little server? There's someone. Oh no, that's that server. That's there we go. I've got my demon mode back. I told you I would. That perfect Dark Lady took some hours of my life. I can see where that might have been blocked, but still. Team work from home. Yeah, so hybrid. Not always work from home. It's currently 40% in office, going up to 60% later in the year. That's like mandatory in office. They prefer you in office if you can. You know, running 4 tournaments at the same time makes this game feel like it's actually like more intensive than actually. Business or alternative hours? So business hours, well, technically business hours. So we have two different like types. So we've got like normal business hours, and then some way we go after hours for a few hours. But like it's generally pretty good. Always get weekends off, but so does my wife. So then spend time with my family. That's the thing. Like it's a case of no, of course. So like basically, it's like generally most people on the team work 9 till 5, but I work 9-7, and then I get a day off during the week. And that day off I usually spend for sorting out stuff for YouTube, but sometimes I change it up. I say change it up. Basically, I just make plans to hang out with people that I can, or like I book in appointments that I need during the week. That said, it is a case of like I also spend some time doing my game dev because I've got to keep current with that if I want to get back into the into another role in the industry. And then also I kind of have to keep a fairly regular schedule because otherwise my wife will kill me. It's difficult to juggle everything. Honestly, it is, but I enjoy it, so that's all that matters. Excuse me, apologies. I was taking this up to 51%. I was planning on printing something off as well. Just like basically, I mean, I'm all right with having my controllers sat around everywhere, but I'm going to print a nice little stand for them. But I found a really nice one. I could model one myself, but effort and time, right? And it's not as if I'm going to be selling them; I'm just printing them for being around the house, right? So I found a really nice one, but they added it so that you can put batteries in it, and it's like I don't really want to put batteries in it because I usually just use rechargeable batteries and swap them out. I prefer the look of the stand without the battery holes, but they basically updated the version and got rid of the previous version that didn't have the holes to hold batteries in. It's like that's a bit annoying. But hey, I thought I'll just use Blender and get rid of the holes. That should be simple enough, in theory. Depends. I haven't had a look at the model to see how it's created. Still need 25,000. I need to create another video for this, but so that I can progress it a little bit more. But I'm not sure if I have time to do that because this stream is going to be a very long one. We're currently at 499 waves. Why is it going so slow? Have I not got wave skipping? Wave skip's there. Oh, I don't have. Yeah, no. I don't have intro sprint because obvious reasons for not having an intro. How did I lose a? Oh, yeah, energy shield down is there. That's why. I thought I actually legitimately lost energy shield there. Talking about the tower, I'm trying to figure out how to turn hybrid. Looks like it's the thing for me to go. Understandable. Hybrid is valid. Yeah, it would be best if I have a look at your tower. I know you did reach out on Discord saying that you would like a little bit of help. So yeah, because you're struggling to farm in tier 12. Ideally, I'd need to look into your tower fully to get a proper view of it to give the best advice. But it is permanent. I just completely forgot about it. So I just saw the fact that I'd lost an energy shield and assumed that I'd somehow been hit. And I was like, how did that even happen? But then I realised it was just a oops, I forgot moment. Saving up for lab slot 4 for that. Need to pick these up. I can't get my health skips up anymore, so might as well move over to damage. I didn't stay in Legends, so I was curious. Do Legends still have fast today? I'm assuming they do. In fact, I can just check it myself. Battle conditions. Yeah, fast ultimates. I'm actually happy to be in champion so that I don't have the fast ultimates. Honestly, been so annoying lately. Okay, let's have a quick look at live placement. Put myself in, can't I? Put my name in to save myself some time. Player not found. Is it still under my old player name? Oi. There we go. Under my old player name. That can't be right. My wave count on average puts me 30th. Oh, 211 waves would put me like 30th on average. And I was... average placement should have been 3rd, but I was currently at 9th at that point. I was at 9th. Borak. Has this guy finished? 537? It can't be finished. I'm nowhere near finished. Follow. It is tempting, but then it will be finished in 3 hours, so less than an hour. I will just use this to buy modules though. Hey, another shrink ray. Ooh. Three-star shrink ray. Not that. That's honestly kind of rubbish. Not gonna lie. I farm with my chain lightning off. I tried to turn it on by the end of the run, but had no effect. Can't understand. Almost taking off the ball. So it could just be that your EHP is so much more powerful than chain lightning is for you right now. That's most likely what it is. So with chain lightning, it's only as good as your damage build is, right? So all your multipliers increase it. Our shrink ray. Oh, right, yeah, almost taking shrink ray out of the pool. Right, okay, sorry. Yeah, almost, but still need, what, 4 of them? It would be nice if I haven't got anything out of the pool yet. But yeah, chain lightning having no effect. Yeah. Because I just read it back to back, apologies. Yeah, most likely it's just your damage isn't doing enough yet. So you need to invest a bit more into your yeah. If you are wanting to go hybrid, you need to invest in your damage a bit more, basically, to just get it so that your chain lightning is doing something at the end of the run. Definitely, I would. In lieu of me having a look at your tower, I'm not saying I can devise much better than the effective path sheet, but I mean, it depends on how you're built, to be fair. Sometimes effective path sheet doesn't take certain things into account. I would say definitely use the effective path sheet as a guide. Attack speed's always a great thing to go into, especially with chain lightning. If you want your chain lightning to get better, or more into your attack speed lab if you haven't already. Also, try out different modules for your cannon module, because some are better than others, but different depending on your build. Yeah, there's a lot of time and effort goes into maintaining a good effective path sheet. Generally, what I do is like once a week or once a month sometimes. I will go through and update everything that needs updating. Like currently, my Wave Accelerator Mastery is now maxed, I believe. I've still got a level 5 on my sheet. It's telling me that I should research assist module bonus for the generator, because apparently I can afford that at 177 quadrillion. Like, I would have to unspec everything, and I mean everything, even my labs, to be able to afford to do that. For you, it doesn't work. I know I had a few issues where mine broke for a bit, and then I basically moved everything over to a different ID sheet, and then it worked for me after I'd done that. But yeah, so for getting your chain lightning more powerful, I would say first look at the trio for damage, like the base trio: attack speed, damage, and crit factor. Definitely the most important to pump into to start off your damage hybrid. I mean, it's why if we have a quick look at my glass cannon tower, which is finally actually building up some traction, we've got attack speed, lab speed, damage, cash bonus because I'm using project funding, and coins per kill for those labs. But basically, if you have a look, this is where I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, crit factor 56. So like these three have been the most important labs so far. I'm going to be pushing into getting some other things, but obviously chain lightning does have a few things to research. Don't have any of them unlocked. I was just having a quick look. But yeah, they're going to be a staple, those three. Without having seen your tower at all. Yeah, so you kind of want to be pushing them up. Yeah, I mean, Chain Lightning is also a great one for like the upgrades. Like when you put stones into it, you physically see the increases, which is really nice. So you're probably at a good point where it's going to start mattering. Just not quite. That's another thing that I just thought of as well, especially for your farming runs. Sorry, bear with me. Sorry, I didn't mute the mic quick enough. I just got a really horrible tickle in the back of my throat. So apologies about coughing down the mic. I did turn away, but I saw that it picked it up still. Yeah, I mean, we're all going to go hybrid in the end anyway, right? So, what was that noise? I had a random noise come through. don't know what that noise was. I think it'll be in one of my towers, a notification most likely. Researching everything the same. That's fine. I think because all your damage multipliers matter for Chain Lightning. But also, you don't want to just rely on Chain Lightning. If you're at a point where you can't decide, a really solid choice is to look at going towards the inner landmine build, because that's kind of a bit of a mix of both. Kind of. It's very much glass cannon once you get into the inner landmine plus side of things, but also being able to take a hit gives more time for spawning new inner landmines. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, there's no, like, I was just thinking, sorry, at the end of the day, there is no bad investment in your labs. Yeah, there might be something that you could research that would give you more progress sooner, but at the end of the day, we need to research all the labs. So, not as if you're wasting your time, as long as you've got something in there researching. He says, with only one lab going. Awful. Almost at the point where I can rush it. Is it worth rushing, or... I mean, to be fair, I don't think it will be any point to me rushing, because... I don't know, yeah, Napipidri underscore T, what a name, is like staying behind me pretty consistent. Let's have a quick look. I'm going to refresh, see how it's saying I'm doing now that it should have the extra. Enter my name again. What if I refreshed it would have kept the data, just updated it. But oh well. Tower.lol. Right. So apparently I would have done even better if I'd just started. Which makes sense. On average, I should be second, but when it pulled, apparently my actual position was 7th. Pretty sure that's the other way around looking at the graph. I mean, currently, best case I would be 24th on other ones. Or the best case so far where I am at is 20th. Really. Looking at ones that will have finished. You're 1 week off maxing your Chronofield labs, and I think I don't know what to do. Sorry, and then I don't know where I got the word think from. Yeah. So, I mean, there's always so many labs to lab, trust me. Getting the Chronofield ones finished is great. Are you at the point where have you finished Shatter Shards, or can you start Shatter Shards? What about module shard cost or module coin cost? What about pushing more in your Chain Lightning labs? Because like, if we have a quick look in here, we've got like, oh, maybe some in your wall labs. They're nice long ones. Like, yeah, Chain Lightning, you've got Shock Chance, that goes up to like 30. That's obviously going to be great for making it more. Shatter 3 and module labs done. Okay. So you can finish off Shatter Shards. You can make your swamp, if your swamp's not perma, you can get perma and get up your stuns on there. Could just work on econ, because as much as even I say my econ's at a good point, but like there's labs which are stupidly expensive. Like if we go down, I don't think I've even got the. I'm looking for something, but I don't think I've got to it. Yeah, it's after enemies. Modules. And yeah, I do have these unlocked. So we've got like 175.75 quadrillion for level 1. So obviously that's ridiculous. 140.6 Q for level 1, which obviously that's going to be a really good one to get for HP. Orbs resistance is another nice one to get. Knockback resistance, because you know knockbacks for crowd control. Plasma cannon resistance, this will be definitely a great one to get. Death ray resistance, yeah. These three aren't so important really. It's these three. I still need to get my battle conditions up as well. Enemies are actually cheaper, but it's finding the time to invest in them. I mean, obviously not these 6, but I definitely am tempted to push into fasts a bit more. Like, reduce the speed and reduce their attack. I'm not so bothered about reducing the health, because I do percentage damage, but reducing their attack might be worth it. And then this is going to stop as well, I just realized. 100 seconds Golden Tower Death Wave, got Perma Black Hole or Perma Chronofield. I am at Lab 19 and 150 seconds Golden Tower Death Wave right now. Have been saving quite a lot of stones. That's really hard to say without knowing what your tower's like. I feel like I give that answer a lot, but I think it's the most accurate way to answer that and the fairest way to answer it. Econ is king at the end of the day. So whatever gives you the most econ. And I know that's a weird response to that question, because you think, well, Golden Tower and Death Wave, right? But Perma Chronofield gives you crowd control, which can give you econ as well. But I would say probably 100 seconds Golden Tower Death Wave is probably going to be a bigger increase for you sooner. Having Perma Chronofield's great, but it doesn't do a massive difference. Like, even damage reduction wise, it's what, 25% damage reduction? Barely anything. I'll get you a couple of waves. So honestly, I would probably say Death Wave Golden Tower first. Just confirm that's first. Still go for Perma Chronofield, obviously. But one thing to note as well, if you've got your Perma Black Hole, you don't have to go straight to 100 seconds. Right? You can go down as long as the other two, Golden Tower and Death Wave, are always synced. Yeah, so the AI one has unlocked tournament. It doesn't survive for very long whatsoever. It's still on tier 1. But the tournament, it is currently sat, higher than I expected. 20 waves at 18. Oh. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 way tie for 18th. So wait, currently there's only 2 people getting the 13 to 15. I'm so tempted to run this again. 5-way tie for 18. So many ties in this bracket, it's not even funny. It is the AI. Oh, that is so weird. As if. I mean, I know it's copper anyway, but like, damn. Did I miss something? I do hope I will get one more Primordial Collapse soon to get Perma Black Hole without G Comp. Is that Primordial Collapse then? In farming, but I have to. I've been missing that one. Oh, right, yeah, because then it goes up into Destral and you get the substats. Yeah, fair enough. For over 2 months now, so yeah, really unlucky with that. It's always the one that you want that you don't get, trust me. I mean, just look at my glass cannon, how long it took it to get DC. It's been trying to get it since it started, and it's only just managed to pull one. So hang on, because this one progressed really quickly. So since August, I've been trying to get a single DC. Yeah, I mean, the downside of the whole virtual agent for it, because I was tempted to just like literally let the AI take control and just stream it. It's a bannable offense by the tower. Yeah, that's the thing as well. Like, if we look at my baby HP, also does not have any of the modules that I want. Like, ideally, I want a Wormhole Redirector. That would be nice. But failing that, Sharp Fortitude would be okay. I'd be happy with that. Or an OA would kind of work. Well, no, I've only got a Space Displacer, which I tried out and made things worse. And then I'm just trying to think. Yeah, my main tower. Obviously, I'm still looking for OAs, and I still need 4. So what? That's like. I'm just thinking. It's only like 13 minutes. I'm still going to be running in 13 minutes. I really doubt my second wind will go off before then. Oh, it might do. You never know. I'm going to refill up my big water bottle. So, yeah, I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to refill up my water bottle. Why am I back over there? I should be on my damage. So I had to. I need to research wall thorns as well. I've realised, because the fact that my wall doesn't do thorn damage means the wall taking hit is completely pointless. Does nothing. Yeah, I'm just gonna go quickly fill up my water. Water. So I'll be back in like a minute, maybe. Probably not even that. apologies I was gone for so long. Actually gained a viewer whilst I was gone. Awesome. Sorry. Cough still picked up. It would be funny if you could view others' lifetime coins. So people with like 400 billion lifetime coins are wondering how they got beat by your glass cannon law. I know. That would be so funny. That's the thing, I just realised. The glass cannon tower is going to be doing insane. That's the thing. Like what? 53 billion, or just shy of 54 billion lifetime coins. 4,000 stones earned. Can't even speak. And how are we doing? Let's see. Currently 10th. Excuse me. To be fair, I don't feel like my glass cannon's going to beat that many people that are bigger than it. But then I also am already here. Surprising the progress that I've got, but the lifetime coins is small. Do you really think it's going to be beating people with up to like 400 billion lifetime coins though, really? I'd be surprised if it is. How are we doing? They're still hot on my heels. I feel like Thorak was in the lead before. Maybe Thorak's done? But where's this guy come from? Well, this will be... unless I'm really unlucky, I think it's the best way of putting this. I'll preface that. Unless I'm really unlucky, this will be the last time that I'm in Champions League. I should be in Legends going forwards. Because obviously, the day before next tournament, I will be respecking out of Golden Bot. Per se, I'll still have Golden Bot. It just won't be as leveled up. I'm going to max out my Flame Bot and then push back into Golden Bot slowly. I'm actually at the point where that's viable. Like, soon I'll be at the point where the only econ I can invest in, like, labs-wise, is actually, like, making my build stronger. Soon. Soon is like a month/2 months, depending. Technically, there is still like lab ones that I can do, which I haven't unlocked the masteries for yet, technically. But let's have a quick look. So this isn't really one. So we've got Wave Skip is still one that needs research. That's a mastery that I have unlocked. Golden Bot, I have 5 levels of cooldown to do. And Ash Mastery is not really econ per se. And then nope. They're all maxed. Golden Tower bonus, I've still got 3 levels left to go there. And then my coins per kill is at 81. So yeah, there's still a bit to push in, but don't get me wrong. But if I actually put them all in at the same time, then I'll get them done pretty damn quick. Like, I've currently got all 5 labs back. I can put in whatever I want, wherever I want. But I'm currently pushing my health regen. I want to finish off my regen labs. And then I'm going to look to do other labs after that. I might go back to Econ to finish that off after I've finished my regen. Maybe we'll see. I'll have to balance it out. How come everyone like vanished out of the stream after I got back? I went away for like a minute. Everyone stayed in. I even got more people, but then when I got back, it's gone down. Really put the. Just turn this round rather than straight. Because I'm left-handed. My English accent is coming out something rotten right now. I mean, it always comes out, but I'm just noticing it more. I almost said recognizing it. Words. There we go. I didn't do amazing. Rank 12. I feel like I got a. In fact, actually, I just realized that's platinum. Rank 12. I mean, I won't finish rank 12, but so 437 last time. In fact, the best I've done. I'm just having a look for 581. 616 is the best that I did. It's probably a softer battle condition as well. What, I just got 755? Maybe a couple of extra waves. Hang on. I got 770. There is a massive increase just from getting DC. I am from England. I am English. I don't know why you're thinking Italy. Italy's throwing me off there. I am proper British me. I'm not like the scum in my country though. I'm a genuine nice human being. I like to say nice. Nice is a matter of perspective. Kind is a better word for it, I think. Yeah. A genuinely kind human being. What card did I put? I am half tempted to try and get a second DC so I can push that a bit more, but not going to happen anytime soon, I don't think. I did just push this up to 420, so decent. See, I am getting tempted to try and unlock tier 3 again, but I feel like it's just a bit of luck's needed. Everything else is above 2,500, unless we're looking at tier 11, which isn't there yet. But farming-wise, 41 million per hour, actually, that's pretty good to farm. Like, what, my tier 3s are 9 million per hour, tier 10 60 million per hour. Oh, but it fluctuates. Tier 10's a little bit better for farming than tier 11 is. Yeah. Yeah, we'll. I think. Because obviously. Well, I'm not going to get that to level 101 because I can't afford that. Oh, in fact. I've got a couple of choices. So I can get more spotlight coverage. Or I can up my chain lightning. You know what? I'm going to increase the quantity. And yeah, that's not necessarily going to do me better against bosses, but I just feel like it's worth upgrading for now. Especially for this like later farming run. Hello Conrad, how you doing? How's your tournaments gone? Tournament. Oh no, you do have 2 towers, don't you? Tournaments. Clicking the wrong thing. Click that. My wife is going to London in April for a work event. How's the weather there? I have no idea about the weather at London, unfortunately. So I live like trying to remember, like 200 miles away from London. I think 200 miles is right. It's like 4 hours. It's ridiculous. Um, so the weather here, it's been stormy lately, but it's starting to warm up. It's not so bad. Like today, it was 11 degrees and it was sunny and it was actually nice. I mean, 11 degrees is still cold, but then this time of year, it's actually mild. So it's pretty nice. So the weather hopefully will be pretty good. Yeah, my chain lightning is obviously the best thing for me to invest my stones in. It's just I was trying to decide whereabouts to spend it in there. Maybe it wasn't the best just to increase the quantity, but I feel like that's probably going to help. As I said, for farming runs more than tournament sort of thing. Excuse me. 959 in champs today. Nice. Got pushed by Tanks Ultimate at the end. Yeah. I mean, as you can see, the Tanks Ultimate is starting to tap onto my wall right now. But obviously, it's doing absolutely zero damage to me. Because I am well over leveled for the champions. And my bracket is looking pretty comfortable. Druid Champ's another one that's coming up, but yeah, no chance. Kiki, no chance. The Flake, no chance. Narax, no chance. Popeye the Sailor Man, no chance. No, yeah, no. Like, I would be surprised if I do not finish first. Waiting for your farm, it'll take about 2 hours, so you'll have like 20 minutes, 26 minutes to enter. Hope you don't miss that window. If you get carried away doing something else, make sure you keep track. You don't want to miss out on your tournament completely. I sacrificed my farming run, which is actually a bit annoying because this lab's now not running. If I'd finished my farming run, I'd have had enough, but then I would have been streaming ridiculously late. What should I stick in for now? That is a good question. I'll tell you what, it's not a detriment right now, I know that, but I'm actually going to put this in. Crazy, I know. But it's part of an interesting plan that I've got. Or something that I want to test out. I need a virtual agent. I mean, understandably so. I'm not necessarily on the schedule. It's just more. It's like 9:35. So, or you're on about Hexen's on a schedule. He's got to finish his farm run. Will this have refreshed? Oh yeah, this should have refreshed again. Tower.low. Let's have a look at basements. So I was at 895. Starting to look a bit better. So best out of the ones that I've finished, I would have ranked 8th at 895. Excuse me. My music just stopped. Oh, I need to double check something. I've got so many things that I do and got running side by side. I forget some things and then I remember randomly, and then if I don't do it, I'll forget. I just want to double check. I want to check out the 2024 rules for the Artificer for Dungeons and Dragons. I have just allowed the I've just allowed the playtesting rules. I wanted to see if my D&D Beyond app will now let me add an Artificer. I don't see an option for those in the app though, that's the thing. Yeah, still not there, the Artificer. I'll see, because surely there's a way to add it. I need to figure a proper way of having all my towers on the screen. What if? I mean, it makes it a bit smaller though, doesn't it? I was thinking I could do it like this, but it doesn't exactly fit still. Is that any better? Do you prefer it like that, or do you prefer them being a bit bigger in it on that side? How do you mean can't I stack the two on the right? I mean like do it like this so that they're all flicking between? The thing is, like, these two generally the ornaments last much longer. And these are more my main accounts. Like we've got the main EHP and the main glass cannon. Oh right, so you mean like stacking them above? I mean I could do. Could, in theory. I'm gonna do a thing out of curiosity, and this is gonna be a mess. What if? How small do they have to be? Although I say that, that goes there. See, they have to be pretty small to be able to stack. That's the biggest problem. Like, oh no, because that's like at the. We shrink this to like there, and then push that down. Then, right, I heard that noise again. Way better. I'm assuming you're on about that bit at the left's way better, not what I'm doing right now. Oh god, that was a thing. I've broken that one, hang on. There we go. Right, yeah, so... just doing a trial of, like, I could have, like, what? Five more towers fit on the screen? I could get... yeah, I could put, like, 9 towers. Gonna go back to having that like that, and then now I have to close and reopen that one to get it to the right size. It's the way that the fit on my screen just really bugs me. I've got to have everything like at least this way. I can kind of like I always line this up. Hang on, it's not lined up in the right. I line that up so it's in the right place all the time. And then we put this so that fills up the rest of the space there. And then can actually move this to, in fact, I'll pin this. Right, I've got a plan. Move that across a little bit. Still not enough. That's at the right place. Don't want to claim that yet. It's still not enough. Oh, shit. In fact, I'll just end the round. Boom. Is there anything that... Oh. Keep the chat above you've tried it. What? Hey Minwolf, how are you doing? How's your tournament gone? Keep the chat above? What do you mean? I am Confucian. Right, I want to try and do another run. Maybe. I'm only 18th. I'm so confused. Oh no, yeah, we're all drawn 18th. So I want to try and get past 20. We'll run again. I don't understand what you mean, Hexen Priest. Keep the chat above you've tried it. Oh, I've tried it, I guess. Keep the chat above me. So move... Just realised what you meant. So move this above me. Yeah, that's the thing. It depends on which AI you ask for these sort of things. Then I'm just doing some testing things. But it doesn't fit. Doesn't fit. See, if I could fit them underneath each other, if the screens weren't so long, potentially. Just, I mean, I still have a background above my camera. That's the thing. Already at wave 11. Can I get to wave 21? All I need to do. You're in third place, but I got kicked out of Platinum League in the previous one. Yeah, I got kicked out of Legends. Need to keep an eye on this. Try and keep. Yeah, the damage is going right, so I need to. That's the thing, my OCD takes over when I do this. So that size, and then move that down. Could have changed it. Yeah, so it would be like that size. Now I'm taking chip damage. Yeah, I'm going to still be taking chip damage looking at that. I did worse this time by investing in my thorns. It's going to start costing gems. I'm just going to have to take a 5-way tie for 18th, aren't I? I tried a different build. See, this is the thing, right? So I just go to bigger towers, but see, there's just so much unused space, it annoys me. Unless I... do like this. I'd move my images down to the bottom or something. Why not? Right, we've got some time to faff on with this sort of thing. Thinking maybe something like this could work. Just with having multiple towers, figuring out a way to have them a bit more equal to each other. I just realised how I could have easily got past, but oh well. That's something that I could do. I thought I was going a little above what I normally get in Platinum because it'd get more waves, but most of the others I was with got over 1k waves. I'll be off for now. Good luck and nice evening to everyone. See you, Conrad. Thanks for checking in. Always nice to see you, and I'll catch you next time. Right. See, that style kind of bugs me a little bit less, but I understand what you mean. Like, it's nice to have the chat there, but it's just figuring out. I mean, I could always go. Got a plan. Bear with me. This is all looking messy at for this moment in time. Like, if I get this here, then look for a way to fit these three. A bit of a mess though, still. There's always the option to do this. This makes it easier to fit them all. Right, here we go. This is how we fit all three. This is my solution to all of my problems. This is how we fix everything, honest. Right, go. Oh, that one's a bit bigger. And then I can just do this. That totally works. And it's not confusing whatsoever. I need to reopen this one as well to get the full size LD cloud and 4K monitors. Right, so I usually have this sat here. This is entertaining to say the least. And then there we go. So that fits the right size pretty much. I know. There's the right size. And that brings that to that size. Oh, actually, that kind of looks kind of satisfying. Them stepping in a little bit. They're actually stepping perfectly, I just realised. There we go. I've got them all fitting on the screen, and I've got the chat on the side. That's that one. So this is great if it wasn't for the towers being sideways. If it's on my screen better. If I could make the game turn also, that would be great. But I don't seem to have that option unless it's in here somewhere. I can, but I don't know how. It toggles? Is there an option? I clicked on the wrong one there. Vent tabs. An Android setting. Hang on. Oh, these ones don't have the proper settings though. So that's the downside with these ones, right? So we've got Process Manager, Google Play, Tool Center, Game Center, Tools, and the Tower. UG Phone don't have the proper options. I'm gonna do a little bit of digging, hopefully find an option. I can route it, but I'd rather not route them. I'd rather... I don't think there's an option. That's the biggest problem. That's the thing, you're very limited with UG Phone, especially the level that I'm at. There's no option there. Yeah, see, it would be lovely if it did, but as you can see, it does not rotate. It stays the same way. Don't think it's meant to do that, but I mean, it's entertaining, but this is not what we want. Can just rotate the screen again, but there's no... I bet this one... No, this one does the same as well. Curious. And I think I've just stayed same resolution at least. But LD Cloud, you can change it. I feel like it's because it's UG Phone that there isn't really an option. Right, I don't doing that. Might be able to. Does it not let me? Rotate so it's a bit easier. Right, so I have internet, Bluetooth, flashlight, and do not disturb. Are they really the only options I have? does nothing. Yeah, I was just trying to look to see if I could find auto rotate, but I don't see an option for it on Ugphone is the problem. So I'll bring this back over here. So when I scroll this down, that's literally the only options I have. Oh, hang on. Ah, aha! You learn something new every day. Still does nothing. But progress. Um, right, I've managed to get into. Right. Search for a setting. That's an annoying route. I'm not finding any settings to do with rotation. Display. I just have auto rotate. I can't select. Disability. Did config, didn't you? I don't see any config. Sorry about that. Yeah, there's no config option either. Put it onto silent. Yeah, I'm having God. Wait it. There's no config in the settings. Look for rotate and that. I go into display stuff, so there's no actual display in here, so I don't see. Like there's text display, dark theme, magnification. If we go into actual display, so we've got brightness, lock screen, screen timeout, dark theme, font size, display size, colors, auto rotate, which I've turned off because it was on automatically. Time to roll back the update. You mean go back to the way that I was set up? If I could have had them rotated, it'd been great, but I just can't find a. Yeah, I can go into the app, but I don't think there's anything I can do in this app to deliberately force it to rotate. Oh no, I've turned auto rotate off and it does nothing. Sorry, so like watch. So I'll turn auto rotate back on. And then if we hit rotate, It literally just does nothing. I can have it on or off, no changes. It annoying. I bet, right, if I go on this one and then do rotate. No, doesn't work on either. Neither of them it works. Disabling it. Default. Default, like always. So apparently there's a way to set it, force it, but I don't see an option for forcing your phone. Into landscape mode. If it's there and doesn't work, someone forgot to properly close the button argument. Or dev fault, like always, yeah. Well, I don't know. Because like, gonna have a look. I mind, I'm still on my tournament run. I'm not gonna faff around on my LD phone. I was just thinking I could get my LD phone to force landscape because I believe I have that option on that one. In fact, I'm just gonna try one of these other towers. Hang on a moment. Yeah. Because this is on a different this is on a different version of Android to my Glass Cannon tower. This is on number 10. Android 10. So green rotate. No. Green rotate. Yeah, so I'm just trying to see because I have seen other people streaming like BlueStacks and it works. So I'm just going to take this over onto a different screen whilst I look through its settings just to see if I can find some rotate options. Can I please type? Is there a resolution potentially? If I type literally it's just the auto rotate feature. Although even my settings doesn't rotate. Yeah, so clearly it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. My settings doesn't even rotate appropriately. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not using emulators. That's the problem. So I can't just change the resolution like that. I think LD Cloud does have some options for it, which actually might be worth. Checking if it actually decided to load. It's just decided to be blank. So I can do width. See, it can just change the width. It can't change. Oh, I wonder. Okay, so that flips that way, but doesn't. You can just select Android. You can't select what type of phone it is. That's the problem. And the flip seems to just be like aesthetic. Just if I could have got this one to work, I could have just put the other three on top of it. Like I could have just had that and then these three on top. And that could have kind of worked. But it's not letting me get that one to work, which is annoying. I feel like I might just go back to the way that I had it working because it was actually working. How are we doing tournament-wise now? I am first. And have I even... Not even popped second wind yet. That way the most recent chat still pops up. I might try and get it so that I can get them to go sideways, because if I can get them going sideways, that would be brilliant. But as you saw, that didn't end very well. Okay, hang on. I don't get it on here though. Apparently there's a thing that I need to hit click, but it's show it on these ones, I don't think. You have to go into my actual cloud phone on my phone. apparently I might need to install a third-party app. Apparently there should be a floating menu that I can force landscape on. Don't see this option. It's not an option for the one that I was using there, but for this one, click the button. I just took a screenshot. Not what I wanted. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I was trying to use my phone. It says click this, go to settings. Not say settings. Apparently you have to manually activate it, but I don't see a settings option. That's the problem. No, it doesn't seem like I can rotate that without installing a third-party app to get it to actually rotate. So since my AI tower is broken because I entered it, I will close that and see if I can get that working. Fine, but I this app does not help me at all. Installed an app that's supposed to do it, but then supposed to add like so many features, but I don't see them. Okay, hang on. Oh, hello. Hello indeed. This is why we persevere. Music has stopped again. Can I please type? There we go. Come on, doing so well. Yeah. We're getting somewhere. Great. Third-party apps, ignore. I mean, to be fair, it's not that. That's the thing. The app had the feature. It's just the phone wasn't rotating. But I literally had to force it to let my phone rotate. But technically, Minmorph was correct, but not in the way that we thought. I just had to use a third-party app to tell the phone that it's rotated, because the phone wouldn't understand that it's being rotated. Like I physically had to install this so that I have to touch, tell it that it's rotated. Right. So we can go this big on all of them, I believe. Not so much. Right, not perfect by any means. But it worked. Yeah, the resolution ain't great. Unfortunately, I don't think I can fix that. I can. Just make everything look a bit weird. Things are not in the right places. The thing is, right, these two kind of look like they worked better than this one. Maybe it's just to do with... Oops. See, when I do that, it looks right, but it's way too big. Wrong tower. I've confused my towers. Maybe HP's at the bottom, not glass cannon. Thinking, how did I get to wave 800 so quickly? Yeah, this is going to be a ridiculously long run. Already after 10, I just realised. Yeah, it's worked. Like it's not perfect, but I feel like this is a better setup than what I had. No. I was thinking I could potentially make my screen a bit smaller, move my main tower across a little bit, give those three a bit of extra space, but there is another option. Now I'm still in the middle of my run, but you have done it for now. put glass cannon over here. I don't think my plan's gonna work actually. I was thinking I can like. Oh, is that as big as that'll go? Oh, no, it's just it randomly stopped. Never stop testing things until you're happy with the size that you got everything. See, if I had 3 towers, this would be fine. With 3 towers, I could do it like that, no problem. 3 towers worked before. In fact, right, I was just thinking. I'm trying to think of ways that I can get this to actually fit better. We'll put this one back, I think. That's probably the best course of action. Quite nice having the left side of the screen blank, to be fair. But we'll just go back. I mean, I could always. I don't know. Just trying to brainstorm to get this to work a bit better, is all. Yeah, it does look a bit stretched. I think that's just because of these phones' resolutions. Move that just so that I can grab this. Right, there we go. I mean, maybe I could have one on the top left. We'll put one here. That kind of fits perfectly. So then, we just need to start a 5th tower. That's the solution. 5th tower's needed to get it all working as should be. Right? That's the message here. How about that? Well, can you? My biggest question about doing it like this is, can you actually on stream read these towers now? Like, are these 3 towers readable? I'm struggling to read them. I like this layout, but like, just trying to think. That looks like ×4, but I can't tell you what that button is, like numbers wise. I do like the fact that I can see like the resolution's poor. That's what I thought. I might have a solution for that. We'll have a quick look, because in theory, go into the settings. there should be... Will this do anything is what I'm curious about. Everything's large. Will that do anything in game is my question. No. Fuck all difference. If it wasn't for the fact that I need this to zoom in, ideally. Like, why is the UI so small? Can't I increase UI size? That's what I was hoping. There's some sort of zoom option, but there isn't. Because there's so much empty space here, right? These could be bigger. And then this could take up so much of the empty space. Like, if I make it larger, it's fine, but it's just the UI doesn't seem optimized. Go back to settings. Accessibility. Change font size. Ridiculously big as well. Oh, crash everything. Like, this is already clearly ridiculous, but no use. If it was literally twice as big, which it could easily be, UI wise, that this would be perfect. I mean, I could try closing and reopening the app, like full on. Really hate this. Like, seriously. Why is there not a close all? Right, there we go. That'd be more aggressive. Right, I can see what most likely the problem is. It's not going to be any better whatsoever. So we need some sort of... I don't think there is. I mean, there's probably a third-party app for it. Yeah, Ugphone guys do have some work to do. No resolution. Is there a third-party app for the resolution of your phone? This is totally what I was planning on doing. I'm half tempted just to have this as a farming run and go to sleep. Like, I'm barely getting touched. I'm at 1,500. They've definitely stopped at 1,200. Try 1.5. Did nothing at all. Fighting with my. Well, that's what I wanted. Yo, still stream. Sorry. As I said, I'm already tempted to stream because it's getting ridiculous. I keep looking like that at me. Bye. Okay. Right, so I installed this out as a plan. I don't know what this does. Oh god, okay. That's what that does. But if I pick scale, it does nothing. This does not work, this app. I had an idea. Need to change my settings. It's driving me crazy now. Settings, accessibility, font size back to normal, and then play back to normal. Then we'll have a look at another resolution changer and see if that'll work. This is my plan. Resolution changer. Reconnect to that one. This is Glass Cannon, so we only do that, and then that one we do that. It's all right. You know, as I said, like this is kind of a work thing for me now, anyway. Right, we'll try this one. This one sounds more official. Open. So we're currently at 16. Not change. Custom resolution. Okay, cancel. Trying to see what resolutions I can actually go to, and it might be 1500. Fly. Oh, okay. That not worked properly. Messed that up. I had a plan, and then so I'm clicking in the wrong places right now. Don't know what I've clicked there, but that. Oh, hang on, what's that saying? It's already. So if I press save. Okay, it's working right. Okay. Okay. It's just not letting me do clicks properly. Literally being stupid. Click home though. We go back to the tower. Then we rotate the tower. It's not clicking where I want it to click since I've done this. Right, so that works, but it won't let me go over here. This is the one I need to actually rotate my phone, and all of a sudden I can't do it. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. Need this last one, but it's suddenly not letting me do it since I've changed resolutions. Hey, mashed potato Jensen, how are you doing? So, my other tower's kind of meh, but my main tower is doing pretty damn good. But obviously it got knocked down to champions, so we're just smashing everyone in champions. Got an idea which might work. I just need a proper. What's the tablet's resolution out of curiosity? Right. So that's fine. And then we're gonna go. Okay. So that's the thing. And we undo this. Please, in my brain. Right, there we go. Okay, that's that version, but that then forces that back to up. Okay. Yep, I am, but I shouldn't be coming back anymore after. Right. Okay, I managed to okay that. So this is the one that's currently applied, is it not? Yeah, that's currently applied. We go back to normal. Got an idea. Because a tablet, I'm gonna edit this one. So tablets are typically 1280 by 800. So I know changing your aspect ratio deliberately worked. Do not revert. Fly. Save. Save. So it's currently at that. So if we go home, we press home this way instead. We go into the tower, and then we auto rotate. Has that helped its resolution at all? Is that any better? I think that's any better at all. Can I have bigger fucking buttons? All I need. What if I edit this to be like square? No, we clearly have problems with this being a square. I have to wait for it to revert. If we put it to like 1,000. Well, I might have to restart the app, to be fair. I'm going to try 900 this time. Let's see. 900. In theory, it should do. Oops. Match resolution. Don't save. Preview. Yeah, it fits in enough. Apply. Save. Those. Do you feel like the buttons aren't actually in the right place properly, or it's a bit temperamental sometimes? I don't care if I break this. I can recover my tower. I think that works. It's just the home button and everything seems to. Oh no, that button doesn't work either. Oh, I need to. What, so I can scroll, but I can't turn that bit on? Fine. I'll just type in what it's supposed to be, since you won't let me change that bit since I've started doing this. I just want to get an actual thing of the revert save. Yeah, that just seems to have messed things up, so I'll just get rid of it. Just need the game to be a bit more readable for everyone with the smaller towers, and then this would be perfect. I do like this setup. It's just a case of it's difficult for you guys to see these smaller screens. So thank you, Hexen, for the idea to try and get this sorted. I just need to find. Oh. Right, so there should be a display option according to this. Have a quick look. Ooh, let's not scroll. See, this is a problem about having it. Right, so there should be an option in display. If I can find display again. What wasn't it? Display. So there should be an option called display Sorry, not display size. Look at the right one. Screen zoom or easy mode. There is no screen zoom or easy mode. Nope. Doesn't exist on Windows 10. Could. Right. There's another option. What's this? Oh, actually, is there anything? No. Okay. That stuff doesn't matter. Developer mode. Now if I go back into settings, it should be developer settings now. Or not, even though I'm in developer mode. In system? Where's developer? What's the point of putting me in developer mode if you don't give me developer options? Oh, there we go. It did come up there. It's just slow. Right. There should be an option in here. I just search for it because it's going to take a while to find. It's there. Okay, come on. Window animation, no. Apps. There's a certain thing that I'm looking for. Can't see what I'm looking for, so I can search in developer things though. Smallest width. I was looking for a different thing. So let's go. Okay. Now close the tower. Always fun. And then go back into the tower. Doesn't look promising. Resume. Is that any different? I feel like it was bigger outside of app, but again, inside app, different. Let's go like 200. Gonna be awful, but I just wanna. I feel like this rotation app that I'm using is potentially locking the screen to this awful, because that should have changed regardless of what I'm doing here. That should have changed, so I feel like it may be the rotation app. But I don't think it has anything for... Right, I'll turn this off. But no, I don't think it's changed anything, actually. Just looking at the DPI thing. I wonder, now that I've got rid of that app, well, I say turned that app off. If I want to do... Go into developer. Is there an option to do with rotate? They'll just auto rotate. Then our landscape should be. Yeah. Oh well. I still need a rotation app. I feel like it's the rotation app that's actually locking things. Yeah, I should probably turn that off and put it back to where it should be. In fact, I don't want to uninstall it because at least that's letting me rotate, right? Did you say it was actually different when I had the 200? It actually kind of looks like it was different. Did I fully turn off developer mode when I... Oh, I fully turned developer mode off. God damn it. It is but a scratch. No one can do anything with that. Right. Now a developer again. Small width. Put this down to 180. That's a bit low, but 320 is the lowest you can go, actually. We'll check out of curiosity, right? So I'll go back up to... We'll go for... See what the highest it can go. Oh my god, okay, so that has definitely made a change. 960. If we go home, we go into the tower, we restart the tower, because everything else has changed. So why would the tower not change at all? We will close the tower. We'll close everything. Go back into the tower. Apparently the tower is not affected by ED dots per inch whatsoever. Because that is definitely no better. And you think that would change significantly. Can't see the... I could have stepped. us back to 360. I'm actually starting to take damage. Right. Definitely no difference there. Right. Thank you for being in the... Well, yeah, thank you for joining the stream, Imran. Good night. As I said, I'll reach out to you probably tomorrow now. Right. So... Still kind of want to try more. I want to get this working. But also... You know what? I know I've been saving up, but I want to not press retire. Because it says I need to invest into defense hubs anyway. Gonna spend 10 gems. And this way I should be able to get past wave 20. Yeah, that's the thing. Once I start trying to sort something, good luck trying to get me to stop. What makes me a good programmer? Just trying to figure out, because there's got to be something that affects the size of the UI. I felt like it was to do with, like, it's to do with the height, but I can't change the height. Like, because basically, from what I can't really point out, right? So from here to here sets the width of this bit, which sets the whole of the UI. So if I can get this longer, the UI will be bigger. Theory. What I'm thinking. I have. Yeah, so I can have a comparison pretty much. They are the same. What activity are you thinking forcing? Oh, actually, you've got a point there. So I'll just get, like, because what? If we go into tournaments, I'm currently sat 18th still. So I just need to get wave 23, and then all of a sudden I'll be 11th. Theory. I'll check just once because I wanted to use this tower's changes. No, I'm just looking at the labs here. Right, so that'll put me to 12 back. What do I need to be joint 10th? 30. No, it did put me to 11th. I thought it would. Then I was questioning. You said about 2 hours, so 30 minutes is when you said. Yeah, you definitely won't have time for a second try at all. Yeah, I'm probably going to get about 28. It'd have been good to get to like 39th, 30th wave, but it looks like 29. I'll get 29. No, I won't get 29. 28. There we go. Currently ranked 14th. No, I'm not. I am. How's that? Oh no, right. It's saying I've only got 21 waves. So yeah, I've taken 11th. So that's 30 gems, 8 stones. Not bad. Right, so we'll get back to trying to get this AI. Freaking UI fixed. Setting. So force. I mean, I can force desktop mode. Force GNS. Force activities to be resizable. Is this what you're referring to? Right, so is that just going to magically change anything? Because that's not done anything. Am I supposed to change something else with that? Was I supposed to change my smallest? Smallest width is 320, so everything should be bigger. Everything else is bigger. That doesn't look any bigger. Oh, force the res with the other app. The one that I uninstalled. Bear with me. Oh god. Oh god. That went funky, to say the least. Something weird just happened. Best to remember to unmute. The only other thing would find is enabling the root on the emulator, but I never messed with it before. So I can do root, but I worry that would break our terms of service, because technically you can activate cheats and do root your phone. So that's why I'm trying to do things outside of that. Right, so I'll bring this back now that I've got that installed. I'm gonna unpin this for now, just because make things easier. Bye. So custom resolution. No, she's just letting me know she's going to bed now. We do not want to match the aspect ratio. Okay, so we want 1280 by. We'll go 900 again, because we're just wanting to. That seems to be okay. Do not revert. Save. Get weird adverts. Okay, that's fine. We don't need to press OK. It's already at the resolution that we want. We will quit the game. See, this is the problem. When I change the resolution, the buttons don't seem to work properly. Maybe it's something to do with the dots per inch. Oh no, he did it there. Auto match API. What if we do something different? I've got a cunning plan, but right, so if we go low resolution, I know that sounds weird. How about we just do it like that instead? Preview. Sexy low resolution. Do not revert. Apply. Save. Boom. So that's the thing. The game got bigger, but it didn't. The UI didn't change size. I know that for a fact. My idea there was bad, right? So we go edit. That didn't change. Go 1. Oh god, no, that will crash the phone. Revert, save. Home. See, this is the problem. The home button stops working when I increase it. Really annoying. Then let's have a look at this. It's really crisp because I've given it a higher resolution. But I'm pretty sure button-wise, especially because it currently looks a little bit bigger because it's not the right size. I've increased the size. Because we should be about here ideally. And if we go into battle, all small. Home. Got another idea, but I don't know if it's a good idea. So edit. Put this back to 1280. That is clearly not 1280. Then preview, not revert, save, stop throwing adverts. Ah, you saw that, right? It got bigger and then it shrunk itself. So there is no way to get this bigger because I just made that bigger there. 100% it went bigger and then went, actually, no. If we open the tower again, see how it goes. So unfortunately, this is a draw, like you said. I mean, if I was just running one tower, it would be fine, right? I could have it like this big, and that's easy enough to read. Blurry, sure, because of the... Fine, I wonder. If we go back to this one. Do not revert. Fly. Home. It's still blurry. Still a little bit blurry, but that's fine because go back. You can also go not on that one, it's on our custom one. So if edit, auto match, went to 1680 before. Fine with that, didn't it? Oh, I didn't mean to turn that off. That's why I said caution. Preview. Do not revert. Fly. Save. Home. I just want to see if I can get this crystal thing. That is less blurry by a little bit. Or it looks a little less blurry. But unfortunately, yeah. So it's to do with the game. The game will not allow us to have bigger UI. That's annoying. Trying to stream like this, but hard to see the other ones over. Oh well. So we'll just put this back to normal and then uninstall. Think this through. Oh, there we go. Yeah, everything's back to pretty much normal. I was thinking why was my coins lower, but I forgot to change everything over. Everything. I changed that card for the thing. Right. So yeah, I'm gonna call the stream there. Unfortunately, as amazing of an idea as this setup is, I cannot make the UI bigger on the other towers. That's still the same scale, isn't it? I had an idea. That's the exact same. Yeah, it's the exact same. I mean, I could drop it down to 1080p. The thing is, part of it is because it's on a 4K monitor, I think. I've just swapped it over. It doesn't look any better. Smaller monitor down to that size. Yeah, that's even harder to see. Anyway, thank you for sticking with me whilst I've been testing this out. We will end stream there. Thank you all for watching. I'll have a quick look. Yeah, it's still a draw. I will continue to try and see if there's a way to do it, because I feel like there should be. I've seen other people streaming it and it being easy to read, but then that might be just because they only have one. Maybe I can just have them all in the same orientation, all on top of each other, and just swap between them. I don't know. Oh, second winded as well whilst I was out there, but my second wind is now even more powerful, so I could be surviving for a long time. Yeah. So tonight I tried a few different things, none of them worked. But I did see that it is the app that's actually resizing it itself. So if there's a way to turn that off, then potentially just this is clearly too small. UI. It should be bigger. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now. This was a draw. I'm just going to see if there's anyone else streaming and we can basically move everyone over to that stream. Go live. Manage the redirect. Good night, accent. Mix. I can't even speak. Redirect. Yeah, good luck with you, Tony. I hope you manage to actually run it. I'm saying. Having a quick look because I'm sure there's a way for me to redirect to someone else. Here we go. Redirect. Let's see who's alive. Ryan NG's live. We'll go over there.